Hardfest 3, map 26, and this is some post commentary. Yeah, this map is quite interesting. I take it quite slow in this demo because I really just didn't want to die. It's got a lot of tough parts. Beginning is probably like the hardest part. Once you leave like the island, it becomes more tame, but definitely not easy. So beginning, you got a little punch out station. Then you got the squidbillies. Kind of messed up here. I usually press the button when the revs and the barons are there, but I just forgot to, or yeah, just forgot to. But anyways, you're watching 4 a.m. Post commentary with brain freeze. So what we like to do here, press use on that, and then I like to come here, grab the super shotgun first. Hard to grab, especially with all the enemies, so I just take my time, wait for the right moment. We got this little area here, bunch of revs. You really want that cyber to infight or kind of in some big trouble. It's pretty easy to die here if the revenants don't clear a path for you, or the cyber just doesn't want to help you at all. Then once you get there, you'll be able to open up this area. I'm just a bit overwhelmed here. Basically just trying to find health, stay alive, nothing else really to say. Alright, so got this little pile of revenants I left here. And this next part is pretty much just parkour. And on stream, when I was doing attempts, I had a lot of trouble here. But, oh wait, sorry, before we do that, I have one more area I forgot about. Oh, and this part went really bad. Just everything went bad here. I don't remember why. Something really bad happened. I think the archvile hit me. Oh yeah. Rookie mistake there. Took quite a break from Doom for a bit. I was actually focusing on getting all the achievements on Kingdom Hearts for a bit, which I finally finished. But yeah, most of my time was going to that, so It was a little bit rusty. But I don't know why. I just love like achievement hunting in games. Alright, anyways, here's the parkour section. So what I like to do is I like to take this into 2 little run sections. I run up to here and then line this up like a barber. And then you can hopefully SR50 to the end here. And there's a little smiley face to reward you. But yeah, that parkour it's pretty awkward actually. Just the way the platforms are placed. That was the best way I found to do it. Also, it's worth noting that this map is quite low on resources. So, in the beginning here especially, you'll see me trying to conserve ammo. Then we'll have 2 pain elementals and some cactus come up. And as you can see, I was taking my time. I had to re-practice the map because I completely forgot, like, most of the fights. Since I practiced this map probably, like, 3 weeks ago or something. And, yeah, I did this demo, I believe, yesterday. But it went pretty well. I practiced everything quite a lot, which I really should do more often. I have this tendency where I just barely practice and then just start attempts, and it usually ends up with me having a lot of deaths. So after a bit of time, this archvile is going to come alive. For some reason, he just ran straight towards the body. It's quite impressive of him. But yeah, you're watching a 4 AM commentary with brain freeze. Also, I got next map beaten too. I'll probably put them in the same episode. It's another really good map. I really like this map, but the next map is fantastic. You're not going to want to miss it. And this fight, yeah, I really like to clear this side because there's the chain gunners and there's the grenade launcher guy and the revenants over there. So I found that to be the best way. So actually, from this point forward, this was my furthest attempt. Luckily, everything went smooth from here on out, kind of. I mean, I beat the map. Again, punching. Not good punching. Somehow that archvile woke up there. So now there's this little secret right here. There's a small button. you a megasphere, which is extremely helpful in this map. I decided to just use it now. Then we have the Cyber Junior and Squidbilly fight. This went really well here. As long as the cybers are helping you out, it should be fine here. And now onto quite scary fight. So you're gonna have two cybers spawn right where the soul sphere is. And they're gonna have a bunch of cyber barons and Hell Knights spawning on the other side. So what I like to do is try to circle the cybers until they get infighting. There's also one archvile, usually it's no big deal. And besides that megasphere, if there wasn't that megasphere, this fight would be really tough. But I had enough health to absorb one rocket at least, which was nice. Fortunately, everything went smooth here. It does take a while to kill the cybers though. Alright. This area. So there's the mega armor there. Once you grab it, those two archviles will wake up. I don't need it right now, so I don't grab it. But once you grab the rocket launcher, you're gonna have these two archviles spawn in. This isn't really dangerous. You have a lot of room to work with. Rockets. So this fight is pretty easy actually. However, the next fight, not so much. There's a seeker right here. Shoot this, you get the BFG, which is nice. And then try to get the double kill. Unfortunately, that archvile survived, which was a bit unlucky. Alright, so now this is where things get pretty tough. So this is an interesting area. So you gotta let these grenadiers, grenade banks, At a point, they're not going to be able to fire because they're not going to be able to see each other. So eventually you have to start firing. Now this part is really dangerous. If the Manx aren't nice, they can just spam you at the same time. Once you press that, Archviles come. And from here on out, you really don't have a lot of ammo. So this part I take very slow. So those Grenadier Manx, we want them dead for the next fight. Because if they're alive, they just like destroy you. Again, those grenades do as much damage as a Cyber Demon rocket. I believe. It's either the exact same or just like a little different. And they fire like 6 in a quick succession, so it makes it really deadly. So since I only have 2 shells, I have to lure these Barons. Fortunately, the other one does end up going back, which is a bit of a shame. It's a little risky to try to get around this Baron, but I do it anyways. Those Manx dead, we can start the next fight. So there's going to be a bunch of Archviles, and it can get pretty tricky. There's also a lot of enemies in those closets, so they're going to take up most of the room here. I got Archvile jumped up there, which was great. But again, having those Grenadiers dead, it gives you so much room that otherwise makes this fight just insanely hard without them. Almost got overcrowded there. Luckily I found a quick exit. And this is a fight that can just go real wrong real quick. Alright, and then we're on to the finale, which is actually pretty simple. So you have a bunch of Pale Metals Cacos spawn in. So what I like to do is just circle around, kill the Cyber Juniors. This is by far the safest strategy I can think of. Because the Cacos and Panamentals really can't kill you that quickly. And the Megspheres are in really bad spots, but the ammo is not. The BFG in the middle is just so much ammo. You don't really need to go out your way. And yeah, from this point, as long as you don't fall, you're pretty much good to go. At first I thought this ending was going to be a lot scarier than it was. wasn't that bad. And there you have it, map 26. Just a little scared of a lost soul pushing me off here. Infallible Dictator by Gothic Box, done in 20 minutes and 23 seconds. Great map. Resources are low, so if you like those type of maps, this map is for you. Anyways, I will see you guys on map 27 coming up right now. Alright, on to the map 27. Oh my god, this map is so goated. Oh my god, it's so good. It's peak. Map, if I said 26, I meant to say map 27. This map is great, man. It's hard, not like crazy hard though. And it's just a blast, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. So these first two fights, I like to just kind of do them quickly. So I just kind of kill the pain elementals, kill the archvile, and then leave. Because this next area, the best thing to do is actually just leave right away. So that's what I'm gonna be doing here. Also, this is a post commentary. I don't know if I said that already. Yeah. Fun map. So we press that switch and then press the secret switch right there. Don't forget that. And yeah. So then once I clear this, there'll be the archvile down here. Now staying down there is actually really dangerous. There's the archvile and the grenader mancubus, which you already know is a ridiculously tough enemy. Or extremely high DPS, I should say. And then at this point, doesn't matter how much damage you take, you get a megasphere. And that secret switch opens that, or rises up that platform so we can get that BFG, the sweet BFG 80 ammo. So now we're on to this fight. Quite a fight. So basically my goal here is to try to get the cyber to infight as good as possible. However, it never really works out. He kind of just always stays near where the red skull key is. It's like no matter what I try, he just stays over there. Can never get some like, I never had like any of my runs like super good infighting with him. So at a point I just stopped trying to get him. Get him to do some cool things. But this fight you're given a lot of rockets, a lot of hope. And press the switch, and now once we grab this, once we press this switch, it's going to spawn 4 archviles and a bunch of squidbillies on the outsides and mancubus. What I like to do is just get rid of these archviles. That was extremely clean. It never goes that clean. But to make up for it, I missed the elevator. Just to make sure it wasn't like super clean or nothing, you know. You can't be really clean. So yeah, at this point, got the cyber. They're just gonna kill a whole bunch of things. And this is the best use of the cyber that I could find. So I want to kill these mancubus. If you're unlucky, the cyber will be attracted to like the mancubus in the back, which can really mess up your infighting here. But if that happens, I recommend just giving up. Well, not really. Just use your rocket launcher. But yeah, pretty cool fight there. I really like that one. You're really working for area control. The Hell Knights and Revenants really swarm you. Just a great fight. Enough said. And this next part is kind of strange. It's enjoyable though. What I like to do is I like to stand here, give the Cyber Juniors time to let me pass them. I don't really have like a super good strat for this area. Kind of just wing it every time. And it's usually fun to wing things. This is probably one of my weaker areas of the map. Like this area can definitely be improved upon. But everything's dead, so it doesn't really matter. That grenader is very dangerous. And this map is really good at using those grenader enemies. The Mancubus grenader. I forget his actual name. Yeah, it really makes a good use of the enemy. So once I start that fight, I like to go up here, get the arch files right away. I did have one attempt where I spawned the arch files and everything, and I just got immediately grenaded, rocketed, and double zapped at the same time. I couldn't believe it. I went from full megasphere to just instantly dead right away. I was just like baffled. And this fight, the pain elementals are just extremely painful here. I don't know how. There's like not even that many of them. They really make a lot of noise. Also, these revenants are just quite annoying. If you're lucky, you'll get the cybers to infight them. That only happened in one of my runs. But yeah. Nice little face rocket to spice things up when things are going too well. You know, what's a story without a problem? Alright, and I should have pressed that button earlier. However, it doesn't really make a difference because I end up going for the rocket ammo in the previous room. But those bars take a decent amount of time to come down. Probably like maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Probably 30 seconds. And now we get to like the main area right here. So this is where you collect all the keys at, or the rest of the keys, and then you'll have a big fight here eventually. But for now, it's just kind of like a little safe zone. Well, until you press that switch, which will spawn an arch trial, a few pain elementals, and a cyber junior. Also, those wraith guys, I completely forget all the enemies' names in this WOD. It's been a while since I played Hardfest. I have to go back to level 1 again and see what they're called. Alright, now the next part, there's two sides to do. One blue skull key and one yellow skull key. I do this side first. Now this fight, you're gonna see me. I'm gonna try to focus on killing the grenaders on the outside. Once those grenaders are dead, the fight becomes much simpler. And those grenaders are by far the most dangerous. So I took a lot of damage in the beginning, but yeah. Especially those smaller grenader dudes. Grenader guys. That little hallway there, it's really easy for them to just force you to take a grenade to the face. And then once they're dead, you can just focus on the middle. Makes it way easier. Alright, now there's going to be 2 Archvile spawning in and 2 Cyber Juniors. Which isn't a problem at all. Unless you're like really low on ammo or something. Which shouldn't be the case. This map's pretty good ammo-wise. Unlike the last map, where the last map was pretty fragile on ammo. This one gives you a good amount to work with. So that gives us the blue skull key. Now on to the yellow skull key. So what I like to do here is I like to press the switch and then go to the corner here. Just kill everything. Then I had a late spawning Revenant, which could have been bad. And then here, I kind of forgot for a second, but I want to immediately go in this corner, rocket launcher out. But yeah, those 2 fights are pretty safe. Then there's a little secret right over here. Last secret gives you some BFG ammo. And this fight is interesting. So one side there's gonna be like 4 Grenader Manx. I just want to stay away from that side until I have until they all spawn in. They take a while to spawn in, so it's really not worth trying to kill them until they're all there. Or you'll just be wasting BFG ammo. So I stay here. I let them shoot their nades. You're given 2 Megaspheres for this fight, so as long as you don't get trapped or destroyed by the grenade banks, you should be fine. However, getting trapped is actually pretty easy. So what I do is I save some BFGs for when I have to push through. I didn't really have any BFG left to kill these Manx, which was a bit unfortunate. Well, I mean I did, but it's just hard to grab right now. But once the Hell Knights stop pouring in from the sides, you're pretty safe here. You can just hide in the little alleyways they come from. Alright, now this next part feels a little bit unnecessary, but it's probably just to get your resources lower. So you got 3 archviles here, and this archvile was not helping me at all. They took forever to spawn in because he just kept spawning enemies right on the spawn point. There's also pain elementals, which do not help, especially when you're trying to rocket them. We're pretty much done here. So after this we got 2 fights left. We have the 3 skull key fight, and then we have the final fight. You don't have to kill these lost souls if you don't want. Alright, now this fight, the Cyber Juniors, or just the Cybers actually. There's 3 of them, and there's grenade manks on the sides here. So those grenade manks make it really dangerous to try to go through the edges. So I try to focus on killing the grenade manks, however, it's usually hard because there's Barons hugging them. So you kind of just have to play this fight how the enemies work out. Like here the Cybers were doing amazing infighting. So I was able to have a lot of free space because of them. I had one other time where I got this far and I died, it was on stream, to a Cyber Demon stray rocket, which was really sad. Alright, so I gotta press 4 switches around here, which I should have done earlier, but just kind of forgot to. So this final fight, there's 2 grenaders on the sides, and there's an archvile under them. So there's no reason to kill the grenade manks until the very end, which makes the staircases, you'll see, they're very dangerous because of that. And so what I like to do is I like to stay near the rocket barons, cyber barons, whatever they're called. Yeah, those grenade manks, can't kill them yet. I got pretty unlucky here though in the beginning. I just took a lot of damage. And the Cyber Barons, only 2 of them spawned at a time. Once you kill those cyber barons, this front area is just very, very free. There's nothing spawning up here, and you got a lot of room to work with. And when the cybers spawn in, it's the place you want to be. As you can see though, getting around those staircases can be very dangerous. You can fall off very easily. And after a certain point, you'll have the more BFG ammo spawning in. And another Meg Sphere. So at this point, you should be able to kill the Manx without them respawning. Oh wow, yeah, I almost died there. That grenade almost bounced me off. Alright, and then the last two enemies are the Archviles over here. So just hit them with a little bit of rockets. And there you are. Woohoo! Holy Drugs. Holy Dregs by Treehouse Minis. Done in 21 minutes and 21 seconds. Fantastic map. I really recommend this map if you're looking for it. Kinda challenging, but like nothing too crazy. It's just great combat. All the fights are fun. But anyways, I will see you guys on the next map in the next episode. Bye bye.